Cool.
What is good, CSBA? Welcome back to some Thursday night hoops, game one of a three-game slate here tonight. I am Dalton, joined in the booth with C-Web. C-Web, how are we doing?
Doing good. Looking forward to this one. Auburn coming in looking for a big upset if they can pull it off against Tennessee here tonight.
Well, I'll tell you who are upset. It is the fans of Auburn, 0-7 on the season so far. Looking to come into Rocky Top and upset the number 5 ranked team in the nation. Tennessee 6-1 overall, 4-0 in conference play. Auburn, like you said, they are looking for the upset. A strong drive here is not going to go for them. C-Web, tell me about this Auburn team, though.
Brendan Gaucher is their leading scorer and probably the guy you're going to see them go to most often. Malik Woodbury's their primary facilitator, so you see him grabbing the rebound there. See what he does on offense. He's definitely going to be one to watch.
It's a strong take there. Brendan Gaucher, as you mentioned, 11.6 points per game. Definitely going to need a lot of production for this Tiger team if they are looking to have this upset right before conference tourney play. And I am excited for the conference tourneys, especially if Auburn can come away with a win here and move into the tourney. Nice pass. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, well, Tigers coming out strong here, 4-0 early on the Vols. So, like you said, exciting if they can get this done going into the conference tournament with a little momentum.
Yeah, nice flashy highlight pass from the PG, and he's going to get love on the other end. Rattles out and back in for the 3. Auburn, quick 7-0 lead to start this one.
Yeah, that was timeout definitely needed here from Tennessee, but that was a highlight reel 3 for sure.
Wide open in the corner. Tennessee's going to take a timeout, a minute and 30 into this one. Perfect start so far for Auburn. Definitely what they wanted coming into this game. Let's see if Tennessee can prove that they are a top 5 team in this country, and come out with this, with some type of point, some type of production on the offensive end.
Yeah, I know Coach Swoosh is maybe cautiously optimistic right now, considering he had a couple wins almost in the bag, and they gave it up late earlier in the season.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Malik Woodbury, that's who has been really dominating this game. 7 out of 9 points already, and the assist, so he's responsible for all 9 points. He has come out and really taken this game by its horns. We see a nice 3 there from Tennessee, though, from Vance. I wanted to ask you, does this Vance have any lineage, any family lineage to Ricky Vance, or do you know? Oh my goodness!
Wow, I cannot answer that with authority. Actually,
got you. Just curious. So, Jason Vance, if you are in the chat, let me know if you have any family bondage towards Ricky Vance. But yeah, highlight reel dunk on the other end for Auburn. It's going to give them a very groundbreaking 11-3 lead. Great defensive effort here, too, to force a shot in the late shot clock, but it is good. Tennessee knocking down their second 3 of the night.
Yeah, so Vols, storming back here pretty quick on the strength of the 2 threes. See if they can get the inside game going, though, because that's what they're going to need to beat Auburn tonight.
Brendan on the drive. That's going to be good. 6 for 7 on the night for these Tigers. Yeah, it's kind of deflating, though, to get out to that 11-3 lead is what they had. And then, 2 threes is just, excuse me, it's just going to bring it back to well, before this, it was a 5-point game. 2 shots, and Tennessee's right back in it. But we're going to have a turnover here and a platoon swap for both squads. I believe it was an off-ball illegal screen call. It's going to give Auburn another possession.
Yeah, I mean, Auburn definitely coming out hot. You want to know a way to win a basketball game, shoot 86% from the field.
Make more than you miss. Swifty's going to try one. No good from him. Alec Barr comes down with that rebound. Pushing the tempo, though. Burmeister, he's going to rise up. That's good.
Yeah, and this is what's so dangerous about Tennessee. They have that ability. Almost everybody on their roster can score at will, and then they'll strike back real quick.
3 guys in double figures on the season for the Vols. Fluid offense, probably a lot to do with their number 5 ranking. Brown misses a layup underneath. Dillon probably the reason for that. His stature underneath the rim, intimidating nonetheless. Bailey is gonna set things up for this Volunteers offense. Mears trying his luck. Pass into Dillon. Alley-oop, and that's going to be good. And it's a 3-point game.
You see what we're talking about right there. Tennessee willing to share the ball. It doesn't matter who it is. Give the open man the shot.
Tennessee got punched in the mouth, but it is the opening quarter, and they return a few of their own. Giving up some good looks, though. This Auburn team is able to slice into the lane rather easy in the opening quarter, and that results in another 2 points for Auburn.
Yeah, I mean, definitely like what the Tigers are doing. They're attacking the basket, not being afraid.
Not being afraid is the epitome of that last shot we saw early in the shot clock. A deep 3 is not going to be good for Tennessee. It's going to result in 2 more. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Woodbury has come out of the woodworks. 9 points, almost matching Tennessee's total as a team. And that's going to be another Tennessee timeout.
Yeah, that's, I said it early. Malik Woodbury would be a key, and I think he's already at his point average for the season. I think he averages 9.2, 9.3 per game. So,
yeah, averaging 8.1 on the season. He already has
8.1. Okay.
Yeah, the sophomore though coming in with authority and with a point to prove. Santiago with a nice dunk in the lane, and the ball's just stuck to the floor from the power of that dunk. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Auburn not letting up. And, this is exactly what they needed to do to try and come up with the nice drive by Mears. But to try and come up with the upset was put the pressure on the Vols.
It's a nice find there in the lane, an easy floater, 4-2. Gonna kick out to Swifty. He missed one earlier. This one will be good, though. Huge shot there from Swifty. Auburn already with 22 points in this quarter. 2 minutes left to play.
Yeah, dare I say this is probably the best I've seen Auburn look all season right now. I know they're really hot from the field, and that can be deceiving, but their offense is just working really well.
Defense giving up an easy shot from the corner, though. They will call that one a 2. Foot was on the line. But I will have to agree with you. I mean, this is an Auburn team that is averaging 71 points per game, but those 71 points has never been enough to come away with the dub, as they are winless on the season. But they're looking really good, really fluid in this first quarter. Bailey with a nice rip. It's going to result in an easy 2 on the other end. Nice transition bucket there for Tennessee.
Yeah, big momentum shifter there, too. Auburn was really on a run. I steal it back there.
Goodness. Alley-oops out of everywhere. Nice play there. Nice find, nice flush. Auburn scoring on all 3 levels early in the game. Nice behind the back pass. Mears down low. He's going to rise up over his defender. No good Walker there for the shot contest and the rebound. Pass over to the corner. Woodard down into Swifty. He's going to have 2 more. Nice find.
I mean, Auburn is just hitting on all cylinders right now. No knock to the Tennessee offense, but misses a shot there.
Yeah, it would have been a crucial 3 there for Bailey, I believe is the shooter there. Swifty trying to find another one, gets rejected though. Santiago able to get the board, blocked again, but they're going to say he got armed too. We'll send Auburn to the line. And if you're new around here and you've never heard me cast, I am slowly becoming the cast cursor. The cursed caster, I guess is the word you want to say it. I just want to make a point to point out all the hard work these guys have been doing on the season. I have a thing that I like to mention. I call it the 100 clubs, where players on each respective team, whenever they go to the line, I want to mention the players that are shooting 100% on the season. Santiago is not one of those guys, but Auburn does have 2 from the line. Brendan Gaucher, 8 for 8 on the season, and Dakota Scott, 8 for 8 on the season as well from 3. So look for those 2 guys to continue their perfect resume throughout this regular season.
Yeah, I appreciate the shout-outs to the free throw makers. That's something I like to coach a little bit myself up at Syracuse. One of our mantras is make the free ones. So
right, it's you and yourself up there. You against yourself up there, rather.
Oh, that's it. Earlier this season, I think I said in a broadcast, free throws can either hurt you or kill you. And, obviously I made a mistake, but it's really kind of true.
Tennessee electing to run down the clock here. Vance, that's going to be a good shot for 2 from the corner. It's going to leave 3 seconds left. Going to have a half-court heave here from Auburn. Oh, my goodness, in and out.
Almost had a prayer answered.
Dalton, tell them that Rihi Raka is the GOAT. Am I supposed to be telling you that, C-Wet? Or, yeah, am I supposed to be telling you that? Or?
Yeah, okay, I get it. Rihi Raka is the GOAT.
What's the story behind that?
That's you'll get to know it. That's just Mac giving me some stuff.
Got you. Just a little banner there. Using me as the culprit. I understand.
Yeah, you just you're caught in the crossfire, that's all.
It happens. It happens to the best of us for sure. But do want to take a moment to shout out everybody in the Twitch chat for sure. See you, Mears, hold my spitter. Wolfgang, I believe your player just inbounded the ball. Wolfgang fucks. I mean, that's his name. Don't come for me. Nice dunk there. Getting a little nice and fancy underneath the rim.
Oof.
Fuchs.
Yeah.
Got you. Sorry. My mind just immediately saw the U and just went straight for it. Wolfgang Fuchs.
Yeah, we call him Fuchs around here.
Okay.
Fuchs.
Well, cover your ears, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. I've never used language like that in my life, believe it or not. I'm definitely lying. But anyway, we'll continue on the game. A triple team is going to force Auburn. I thought it would have been a backcourt, but maybe they're saying it tipped off one of the heads of Tennessee. But Gaucher finds his way into the lane. That's going to be a nice shot.
Yeah, again, Gaucher showing up large, and 11-point lead, so, back to a double-digit lead.
Limon Jello. I'm sure it's pronounced lemon. As you can tell, I don't have the best track sheet or rep sheet with pronouncing names, but I can pronounce that. That was a nice dunk. How many dunks does Auburn have? I saw that in the chat. At least one, as you just saw that one there, but a handful for sure. It's going to result in another Tennessee timeout. Auburn up to 13 is the lead.
Yeah, really, really impressive showing here from the Tigers early on. And, they're holding it into this second quarter. So this is definitely a lot of pressure on a volunteer team ranked 5th in the nation. Like, you've got to answer at home. Otherwise, you're going to have a real, let's call it a blemish on your resume come tournament time.
Yeah, this is, if you go 1-7 on the season and your one win is against a top 5 team, that is very impressive. I know that the overall record doesn't really stand out, but this win is definitely a resume builder, and it's one that does stand out. Jello missed a couple. That one's going to be good, though. That's a deep 3 to bring the lead back down to 10.
Yeah, you do bring up an interesting point, and, selection committee is going to be getting to work here over the next few weeks trying to figure out who's going to be in, who's going to be out, and where they're going to be ranked. And, yeah, a win over a team... Look, a 1-7 team that has a win over a top 5 team, that definitely says something, especially late in the season. So, honestly, just huge implications here for Auburn.
Right, and chat does make a good point. It is too early to call it, but it's merely speculation. That's, oh my goodness, Gaucher. That's the third poster that we've seen tonight. Gaucher able to draw the foul on this one. He'll go to the line where he is one of the 100 club members, so he's looking to extend that 100 streak. But going back to what we were talking about, it is too early to call the game for sure, but we're just merely speculating and just speaking in hypotheticals. If they were to pull this win out, it would be a huge one for Auburn.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Tennessee's only down 12. That's not even a huge comeback for a team as talented as them. And, if you're Auburn, you're definitely not comfortable yet. So we're not saying this one's over.
Nobody come for me. Please, nobody come for me in the chat. I know Gaucher just missed his first on the season, but it's not like he can hear me, He's actually cursed. I try not to curse, man, but it happens sometimes. He breaks the perfect streak, but there's always next season. Nice shot there. Again, Malik Woodbury, 11 points now.
Yeah, and talk about not missing. 5 of 6 from the field, plus a free throw, I think. Actually, no, he hasn't been to the line yet. So, wow, yeah, impressive showing from him.
Here he is again. Pass down to Gaucher. He's going to see a double team here, which means somebody's open, and it's going to be right in the lane, wide open. Nice cut there, and nice finish, too.
Yeah, that was a really, really nice find under the basket. I think that was Dakota Scott cutting in. Rebound, possibly Carter.
I think it was Curtin. Jack Curtin, I believe.
Jack Curtin. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I got the names mixed up.
All good. It happens. Oh, my goodness. An ugly shot, but it results in 2. Not sure he had that range, but he just proved me wrong, if anything. Nice shot there. But it's going to be Gaucher on the cut again. Easy, too.
Wow. Yeah, Auburn's strategy clearly is to attack the basket, and they are just knifing through the Tennessee defense with these backdoor cuts.
Vance with a nice spin move, trying to put Gaucher in the spin cycle. He's going to rise up. He gives him his own 2. Gives up 2 on one end, back on the other end, scores 2. It's back down to a 10-point lead, much more manageable. I'm seeing a lot of Auburn doesn't play in the fourth quarter chat. A lot of sound about them not playing in the fourth quarter, and if that's true, oh my goodness, Gaucher challenging the taller defender and just getting rejected.
They may or may not. Ooh, Al Akbari throws it down with authority.
So what is the banter about Auburn not playing in the fourth? Is that something that you think is gonna possibly be a wrench for this team?
Um, it I will say it has been in the past. I alluded to it earlier in the broadcast, but they Auburn held the lead late against Alabama and ended up losing 87-80. Let's
Yeah, it was
just
a
say what
20-point
happened.
lead too. They did a 20-pointer. I remember that game. Scott, nice find there. I want to take a quick shout out to Mears though, the gift sub. We see you in the chat with the gift sub. Appreciate that for sure.
Yeah, I really appreciate that.
But yeah, going back to Alabama, obviously Alabama's a different class than Tennessee. 20-point lead, blowing one to
Yeah,
Alabama is kind of it is what's the word that I'm looking for?
not
Suspicious.
good.
Yeah, it's not good. To plainly simple. Can't seem to find the words now, but I mean Auburn is shooting 71%. I believe is what I just saw on my screen.
Yeah, yeah,
71% and only up
71.
8.
Yeah, well, Tennessee managed to get their shooting percentage back on track. I think it said they were up over 50% here now. I think they were only at 36 or 37 in the first quarter. Trying
Yeah,
to think what I saw.
yeah, rough start for him for sure. Woodbury, you see him activated. It's gonna be a nice pass
Whew.
again to Swifty, the reverse alley oop. The layup though, finishing a little bit softer than a dunk would be, but still resulting in the same 2 points. Auburn managing this 10-point lead. Mears is gonna have a wide open three from the top of the key, and that's good.
Yeah, you can't leave Coop the hoop that wide open and not think he's going to make it.
An easy shot for him at the top of the key, almost like a layup. Still seeing a double team is Woodbury. And try and get something going. Finds his way into the lane, kicks down to Santiago, has a smaller defender on him, kicks back out to Walker late in the shot clock. Gonna have to force one up near the hash. That's gonna hit nothing but backboard. Oh my goodness. That one was strong. I heard that. It sounded like thunder.
Yeah, kind of an offensive breakdown there from Auburn, unfortunately, as we see the subs come in for both teams. Some subs.
See Swoosh saying the no timeout game. Definitely been a few timeouts Tennessee's had to take, but they've looked good coming out of the timeouts. As this lead is obviously back down to 7. A miss there, but coming out of the timeouts, Tennessee has brought the lead that was once up to 13, I believe, back down to a much more manageable, as Malik Woodbury is just continuing this offensive just outburst in the first half.
Yeah, 13 points already on 6 of 9 shooting. He is having himself a heck of a night. And I believe a lot of those points coming in the paint.
Right. A lot of Tennessee's points coming from the perimeter as we see another 3. And they're just giving, I'm saying them as in Auburn defense. Auburn defense is just giving up a lot of easy looks. Nice block there. Oh my
Wow.
goodness.
Mears just launched one into the third row.
Yeah, a lot of 3s coming for this Tennessee team, and it's what's keeping them in the game at least.
Yeah, the baskets that Auburn is giving up, a lot of them have been 3s, but again, the shooting percentage is what's given them and is keeping them in the lead. They're just being really very selective with their shots, getting a lot of inside looks, as you see right there.
Yeah, Santiago had this similar mismatch a couple possessions ago, elected to pass the ball out.
Wow.
Here, definitely taking his back to the basket there. And what we just saw, 40 out of 50 of the points for Auburn in the paint.
40 of 50 points in the paint. So Auburn, I mean, they are not shooting the 3. That is not in their game plan at all tonight, unless it just happens.
Oh my goodness, a team that is, though, Tennessee. Bailey adding his second 3 in a row, back to back for him. It's a 5-point game.
Oh, costly mistake by Auburn stepping out of bounds there.
I looked away at my stat sheet for 1 second, and I thought they called timeout, but instead stepped on the line.
I thought they called timeout at first, too. That was my hesitation. But, yeah, stepped on the line, so costly turnover.
Tennessee with a chance to make this a one-possession game. Bailey, we've seen that play work 2 or 3 times, able to step in front of it now. This time, Mears is going to have a good look. Passes up on it, though. Seeing a high screen and roll from Dylan. Dylan with an easy flush in the lane. That's going to be good for 2. And ladies and gentlemen, it is now a one-possession game for the first time since the jump ball.
Yeah, I think Auburn is going to hold for the last possession here quite wisely. See what they do with it.
5 seconds now, getting players in motion. Going to see a screen and roll on both sides. 1 second. That's going to be a shot, and it is good. The 3 right before the buzzer. Needed that one if you're Auburn. Giving up a 10 double-digit point lead to come back down right at the buzzer and knock down a 3 is definitely momentum building. But please talk to me about the first half. What'd you see? What'd you not see? What would you like to see?
Well, I mean, I think we covered it here a few seconds ago with the 40 of 50. Well, make it now 40 of 53 points in the paint for Auburn. Absolutely dominant performance down low by them, really knifing through this Vols defense. Tennessee, though, not looking too bad. Like you said, a lot of perimeter shots, really outside oriented tonight, but it's been working for them. Live by the 3, die by the 3. Right now, they're living, but maybe get a little bit more inside because you don't want to take that into the fourth quarter like that.
It has been a high-scoring side or game from both sides. We mentioned the 71 points per game for Auburn. We need to talk about the 88 points per game for Tennessee. On track for that 88. As you take a look at the stats from both teams. Both teams shooting extremely well in the game. Everything and more you could ask for from an offensive standpoint on both sides. Auburn electing to get it done down in low, if I can English, and Tennessee getting it done around the perimeter.
Yeah, but for sure, excellent, really exciting game to watch. Great game to call right now because, like you said, both offenses really just kind of slugging it out. The defenses have been, I was thinking about what to say about the defenses, but there's just not much to say because it's mostly just been an offensive show.
5 out of 7 games for Tennessee, they have put up 90 or more points. That is a stat for you.
Ooh. Yeah,
great defense
that is a stat.
Out of the break and a quick steal on the first possession for Auburn. Tennessee's going to have a chance to bring it back down to a one-possession game here, potentially with a 3. A little stagnant on offense, though. Finding Al-Akbar with the mismatch just rises up easy, 2 over the smaller defender. 4-point game. I see some.
Al-Akbar. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I see some predictions in the chat. Another dunk from Auburn. I see Dunkey, 92, final 92, Tennessee, 83, Auburn. If you're right, I'll give you a sub. So screenshot that. Put it in the chat. Put it in the Discord if you're not in there. Was that a 3 ball?
Yeah, from, like, the half-court logo.
Tennessee, man. The shooting is just absolutely spectacular for the Volunteers.
Like, he was standing on easily the first S in Tennessee.
Oh, man. Jeez, another 3 ball's going to be good for Tennessee. And if you're not awake, you should be. 55 all. We're starting back at 0 for both teams. But Gaucher's going to find another trip to the lane. It's going to be an easy dunk for him down low.
Yeah, Auburn just continuing to hammer it out down low. And Tennessee, again, live and die by the 3. Right now, they're definitely living.
Oh, yeah, they're living with the extra oxygen like the both players get on the other side. Whenever they're done. Another 3 here for Tennessee. That's going to be back to back to back as you see the Volunteers coming alive in this third quarter with their first lead of the night. It's going to result in an Auburn timeout.
Yeah, Auburn definitely needed to take that timeout. They're going to need to get their defense going. They're not getting enough stops to be playing just the inside game, and especially the way Tennessee's been hitting these threes.
Well, I think that in the half, the coach really doubled down on, look, they're not guarding the off-ball screens, and now they're just abusing it every trip down the court. The off-ball screens rewarding in open threes for this Tennessee team. I'm sure you'll see one here. You see an on-ball screen here. Maybe a little switch up. Gish. That's going to be no good. It was a two-pointer, though.
Yeah, a little bit more well-defended that time there by Auburn, though.
Getting them out of their game plan, potentially. Jello with a nice defensive effort. But it's going to leave Burmeister in the corner. Passes up the shot, though. Thought he had a good look there. Almost turning the ball over. He's going to be in the lane. A tough take, and that is good. He gets the points regardless.
Yeah, really tough take. And Tennessee, the biggest lead they've had all night, only 3 points.
And you see the chat talking spicy. There was a bunch of trash talk early in the game. Obviously, leaning heavier on Auburn's side towards Tennessee. But now they're asking where the Auburn went. Rightfully so.
Yeah, rightfully so is kind of true. Only 4 points since halftime. So definitely some key free throws here coming up right now.
A chance for 2 more. First one's going to be good. Excuse me, this one to make it a 1-point game again. Going 2 for 2 on the trip there. I believe that's Woodbury's first points of the second half, I believe.
Yeah, I think it is.
Don't be asking where they at when they only up 3 and they are winless. That's crazy. This Auburn Super Bowl, yo. Me personally, I wouldn't take that type of disrespect. Me personally, I wouldn't. That's crazy.
Wow.
Apex went straight for the juggler.
That's cold right there.
Bro said this is their Super Bowl. A regular season finisher. That's crazy.
Well,
it
is what it is.
Trying to get the big men involved here. You see a nice floater from Gish, and it is good.
Yeah, so Tennessee, sticking with their game plan, and it's gotten them right back into this. Just like we said, it was definitely not over. Big implications if they can get the win here tonight as well. Potentially looking at one of the top seeds going into March Madness. So
Wolfgang Fuchs with a nice 3 there. Glad we got the that name out the way earlier. Nice shot there from him. Already late into the shot clock, Jello's going to have an off-ball screen, and there it is again. An off-ball screen rewarding in a 3. The screen assists are going to go crazy for these big men and these wings for Tennessee.
Yeah, that was just an absolute burner of a 3 there again by Tennessee, and they may be closing in on the team record for threes. It's currently 16 in a game, so we'll see where they stand. I don't know if we're going to get a number on that before the end of the game, but
potentially. I wish there was a stat thing that we could just look at real quick without having to pause and all that, disrupting the flow and everything. But a nice find there for Mufasa. All 8 of his points coming from inside the paint. Auburn's going to take a timeout here.
Yeah, good timeout here by Auburn. They definitely need to talk things over and just kind of reorganize, try and get back to what you were doing in that first quarter because it was working, and see if you can get back to that 13-point lead offense.
Yeah, right now it seems like they're on the ropes, even though they're down 5. I mean, they've given up a lot of good looks and just has not looked like they are following with Tennessee's stats. Looks like they're just a step ahead. Another steal here. Mears is going to find his big man Malone down low. Malone in the post, rather. I got too ahead of myself. Dang it. I had a good play on words there. But he will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, good foul there from Auburn, not letting them get the 2 on the front end of that. So, best you can do on defense sometimes, put them at the line.
First one's no good for Malone. Malone's trip at the line, no good on the first one. The second one is a different outcome. Goes 1 for 2 on the trip. Tennessee with a 6-point lead here. Their largest of the night. Auburn's going to need to get something going here. Go back to that first quarter, first half. Brown with a nice layup. That's going to do it. That'll be good. Foul on Guns, and it will send Auburn to the line for the 3-point play.
Yeah, big play, big play there for Auburn. If they can convert this 3-point opportunity, it'll get it back to a 1-possession game and give them a little bit of momentum here going toward the end of the third quarter.
Malcolm Brown unable to knock down that free throw to complete the 3-point play, but does result in 2 regardless. And we're getting fancy. Nice dunk there. Tennessee now showing their athleticism on that dunk.
Yeah, Tennessee coming out firing real hard here in the third quarter, and it really turning this game around and putting the pressure back on Auburn, which was where we thought it would be to begin with. But
Tennessee get a little too trigger happy on that. Didn't call for the reach-in foul. Jello, the one you just saw with that athletic move, is being subbed out now. He'll go to the bench with, I believe he has around 8 or 10 points. He knocked down a couple threes in the first half.
Yeah, I think he's got around 10 points now, so that is a big part of their offense that's going to be going to the bench here.
Malcolm inside the 3-point line, no good for him. Guns going to corral that rebound. Pass out to Bailey the third. He's going to leave Malone wide open in the corner, but the double team is going to pay off. Santiago forcing a loose ball, but it is going to be Tennessee ball.
Yeah, good hustle there by Auburn to force the loose ball. Unfortunately, not able to get it before it goes out of bounds. Short shot clock, though.
Just under 6 seconds left. He's going to see a triple team, leaving Malone open, and you cannot leave him on his Malone. He will knock down the 3, and it's now a Tennessee 9-point lead.
Yeah, that 3 really hurts Auburn right there. They really need to find a defensive answer to this perimeter game.
Oh my goodness. Guns with the steal and the flush. It is now a tale of 2 halves. Tennessee with their own double-digit lead, up 11. They're already at 75 points, by the way.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, considering how they were playing in the first half.
What was the score at the end of the first? 22-15 or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
22. I'm sure they only had they definitely had under 20 points, and to be at 75 right now with a minute left in the third is just absolutely absurd. Oh my goodness, if he makes this, oh my god.
Wow. Cooper Mears is just draining the
there
13
it is. 13 threes. We're closing in on the record.
They need 3 more to tie, 4 to beat it.
A little over a quarter to break that 3-point record, sitting at 16 now for the team record. Going to be a step back 3 of Auburn. That's going to be no good. Guns, an 8-second or about difference on the shot clock and game clock. They're going to push the tempo, though. Going to try and get a good look here into the lane for 2. That's blocked, but it is an offensive rebound. Dillon unable to knock down the layup, but he will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, again, good defensive play there by Woodard. All you can do when you're giving up a foot to a guy is hack him and put him at the line.
End of the first quarter was 28-21, is what I'm saying. Oh, maybe I'm just not remembering correctly. That's very much a possibility. My memory is not so much elephant-like. Even though we're calling the game, it's like I can't remember the score in the first quarter. I'm sure
I can't. It's fine. I remember the score at halftime, but that's it.
Knocks down a pair for Tennessee, and they're already at 80. 8 points away from their season average. Auburn a few points from their average, 5 away. Gonna have a good look here. Crowd reacting to an ankle breaker, but not doing anything with it. A nice floater's in the lane. It's going to be blocked by Dillon. On the rushes, Mears. He'll get a layup, and that'll be good. 82-66. The lead has blossomed into a 16-point lead, and Auburn will go into the fourth quarter down that exact number. Everybody in chat, you know what time it is. It's the last quarter for these two SEC teams before conference play. Throw up your fours in the chat, regardless if you're a fan of the Tigers or Volunteers, man. You know what time it is. Welcome back out of the break. You're watching CSBA on Twitch with the State Farm assist of the game, rather. That nice alley-oop coming from Tennessee.
Yeah, that was a pretty solid assist there. I think Auburn may have had some more spectacular ones, actually, but Tennessee's the team in the lead, so that's who they're going with.
See, Auburn been saving all their fourth quarters to play a perfect one right now. That's definitely the way you want to start it, having a break like that. Kick out over to the shooter. Oh, my goodness. Malcolm in the corner. Used to him being Malcolm in the middle, but Malcolm in the corner unable to knock that three down.
Yeah, I mean, Auburn finally took a look from three, unable to connect, but that is what they need. Is you need a solid fourth quarter now. So save your best for last, I guess.
Yeah, that would have been a potentially 5-point swing there, but unable to knock down that shot. Tennessee missing another one on their trip. Auburn trying to get things going here. Malik's been a little bit quieter than the first half. Kick out to the corner. Santiago back over to Brown. He just missed one. He's going to have to force another one up here. That one's no good. Rebound goes to Dillon again, and Tennessee runs with it. Nice steal there, though. Transition defense. There's Malik on the defensive end. Reward Auburn with another possession. Swifty, get that out of here.
Wow. Huge block there.
Oh, my goodness. This is just the quarter of turnovers. Another missed shot.
Yeah.
We haven't seen a made shot here in this quarter, and it's been a minute and a half. Nice behind the back move over to Santiago in the lane. He's going to have to do something with it before he gets that 3-second call. Swifty with the mismatch. Kicks back out to the post, high post. Off the screen is going to be Walker. Walker challenging the taller defender. Going to get rewarded with a foul, holding his back. He'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, so Auburn with a chance to finally put some points up here in the fourth quarter. Be the first points from either team.
I see who's winning the Vance/Woodbury showdown. Woodbury, easily.
Yeah. Woodbury has been quite on fire tonight.
Had a hell of a first half. Quieter in the second offensively, but you just saw him defensively come up with a couple steals. It's definitely Woodbury. Missing the first one, though. Auburn, we've seen them miss a few free throws tonight. They need all of those.
Yeah, you can't be missing free throws when you're trailing in a game like this. That's really your chance to catch up right there.
Walker goes 1 for 2, splits his trip at the line. Here is Vance, just speaking of him. Trying to get stuff going. Seen him do that spin move a few times. Seems to like it. Kicks back over to Alec Bard. That's going to be good. Nice layup. And one. Count it. Lead up to 17. You hear them yelling. The crowd's into it. They were a little hesitant to cheer too much in the first half, but in the second half, they have definitely come alive for their team.
Yeah, the Vols fans have definitely come to life here now that they've got a 16-point lead, 17-point lead.
I'm looking for these 4 more made threes for Tennessee. I'm missing the free throw. Was Mufasa, but 4 is the magic number for Tennessee to set that record. They're at 13 made threes as a team, record being 16. Have yet to
you may see him slow down a little bit, but woo!
Fuchs, not giving any Fuchs there. Rising up in the lane. Nice dunk.
No Fuchs given, no Fuchs taken.
Both teams shooting over 60%. You'd love to see that. Well, as a bystander, rather. Missing the 3-point there, but they'll try the 3 points the other way, and Scott is livid. Didn't think that was a foul, but Mufasa does not care. 12 points.
Yeah, don't care if that was a foul or not. He's going to the line. I think Scott may have a case there. I don't know that he was really that into him, but they're going to call it.
The lead standing at tied for the largest. Mufasa looking to up that number. And he does. The lead 87 to 69. Nice. 18-point lead for Tennessee.
Yeah, and this is starting to become a desperate situation here for Auburn.
Fuchs not able to knock down that shot, but Curtin comes away with the steal. Walker back over to Fuchs in the corner. He's going to have his dribble forced up. Walker now seeing the double team. Getting the ball down to Gaucher. He's had a quiet second half. He'll still see a double team, though. Blocked is his shot. Back out to Fuchs, though. Another offensive possession, keeping it alive. He'll drive to the lane for two. His floater, that's good for Wolfgang.
Yeah, and that was a possession Auburn needed to have right there if they wanted any chance of staying in this thing.
They force a miss there. Gaucher running with the ball. Has a good look at three. Gonna settle for the mismatch. A little ISO ball here for him. It's the first time he has not seen a double team in a minute, but he just dribbles the ball right into Jello. Jello will come away with that ball. In transition. Yeah, giving it up.
Defensive adjustments for both teams actually working really well. Unfortunately, Auburn not able to take advantage of theirs.
Yeah, Gaucher missing the shot too, so nothing. We went from everything falling to nothing falling in a matter of seconds. Looks like the weather in the south. And that's going to be a good three, the first of the quarter for Tennessee, putting them up to 14 as a team, just under 4 minutes to try and break that record.
Yeah, see if they're going to go for it or not, being up 19. Well, I mean, you never know.
Scott with the ball, kicks over to Fuchs. He's going to take a fader, and that's going to be good. He may be balding, but he can hoop.
Yeah, there's a few guys in this league, I think we were saying this the last broadcast, that Sider is the oldest freshman in the in the history of basketball.
Burmeister at the top of the key. Both teams over their averages for the season now. 90 for Tennessee. This is now their 6th out of 8th game that they've reached that 90-point mark. Very impressive. And Auburn over their season average as well. Slowing things down, though. You would think the tempo should be a little bit higher. If you're trying to get back into it. 3 minutes left, down 17.
Yeah, those backdoor cuts and, screens that were working for Auburn earlier just aren't there anymore. Tennessee doing a good job of making defensive adjustments in the second half.
Yeah, with that curtain miss, you may want to go ahead and close the curtains. Tennessee with just over 2.5 to play. Going to see a double team, though. It's going to force out of bounds. Nice defense there from Auburn. The awareness to come over and help on that double team with the ball handler not looking your way. It's going to be a forced turnover.
Yeah, I like the effort from the Tigers here. Still playing hard, down 17. Like you said, could be looking at lights out here, but clearly they don't think so. That's the kind of fight you like to see.
Regardless, though, it's been a great game, and we want to take a quick shout-out to everybody in the chat. All the chatters, we see you all, shouted you out at the end of the first quarter, but want to shout you out here, too, while this one's winding down. Everybody in the chat that's chatting and those who are just listening and watching that are not typing to us. Appreciate everybody, every single one of you. So thank you for tuning in, and please stay tuned for the other 2 games tonight. We got number 3 Iowa taking on Ohio State after this one, and then the final game of the night will be number 2 North Carolina looking to remain perfect and join Georgetown for the only undefeated teams of the season as they take on number 13 Duke in the UNC-Duke rivalry. Definitely don't want to miss that one.
No, that's going to be an exciting game. Duke suffered a loss last week to Syracuse, not something a lot of people expected, so they're going to be looking for an upset of their own to get back up in the polls.
Well, another 3 from Tennessee. That's going to put them at 15 for the team total. 1 away from tying that infamous 16 record. With a minute and a half, though, I'm not really sure Oh my goodness, Malik,
Oh,
come here. Adding to his
wow.
highlight reel, the ankle breaker step back three of his own. That's going to be good. The place is dead silent after that one.
Yeah, Woodbury absolutely crossed up at least two guys. That was a nice play.
Thank you again, Mears, for the gifted sub. Appreciate that. As always, Gaucher and Woodbury both running. Looked like they were holding hands while running there, just side by side. But Gaucher's going to find his way into a jump shot from the mid-range, and that's good.
Yeah, unfortunately, maybe a little bit too little too late here from Auburn as they're under a minute and still have 15 points to go. So,
I want them to break this record so bad. I'm just wanting them to shoot a three. Vince, no, you're wide open. Shoot it. I know you want the respect of your teammate and everything, but he's gonna be forced one here. Maybe this. Oh, never mind.
no.
Gish is gonna find one. It's gonna be no good. 3-second difference between shot and game clock. Tennessee may finish this one at 15 team total threes. Not able to tie that record, but a tremendous performance from them. And I mean, even Tennessee, a nice shot there for Gaucher. He's up to 20 now. I mean, Auburn scoring 80 points against Tennessee. And it has been a great game for him.
Yeah, obviously it's not a win that they wanted, but it is a pretty nice performance from them, putting up 80 points on a top 5 team. So, well, we'll see what they do in the SEC tournament here next week.
Yeah, that is the final game, the final regular season buzzer for both of these teams as Tennessee walks away number 5 unscathed. 93-80. It was not the prettiest of games, but Tennessee turned it up at the right time, winning this one by 13. We're going to take a look at the highlights and some clips and some plays, and then we'll get into the stats.
Yeah, and so key for the Vols here, they clinched the number 1 seed for the SEC tourney, going 5-0 in conference. So congratulations to them. You guys earned your bye, and see who you get to play after everything gets sorted out.
Taking a look at the shooting splits, 37 made field goals for Tennessee, 35 for Auburn, 63% and 68 from the three, 15 made threes as we touched on a few times, the record being 16, so one away from tying that. Only 5 made threes for Auburn, though, 5 for 12 from the game from them. Points in the paint, 50 out of 80 for Auburn. Second chance points not really coming for either team. The rebounds 27-24, so not too much of a difference there. But the defense, 7 blocks, 7 steals for Tennessee, and 7 steals for Auburn too. Both teams with 9 turnovers. The dunks, for somebody that was curious, 11 dunks for Auburn, so a lot of dunks there. The biggest lead, as you can see, 13 for Auburn, 20 for Tennessee. I am interested in the first half versus the second half, so 53-47 there, and then second half 46-27, outscoring Auburn by 19. Anything to stand out for you on this box score?
So the 50 points in the paint by Auburn, folks, they had 40 points in the paint at halftime.
Right.
They went away from their game plan, or Tennessee had them locked down on defense, whichever way you want to look at it. That was the difference in this game. Auburn was forced to play a different style than they played the entire first half, and Tennessee was able to take advantage.
Yeah, in that first half, they only put up 7 threes. In the second, they put up 5. So, I mean, really, you mentioned the points in the paint, which is a tremendous feat to have 40 in the first half, but to completely disrespect and disregard your game plan for the first half, to go into the second half with a different game plan, is probably not going to work out for you in the end run of things. So 10 points in the paint in the second half, definitely getting away from your games, probably where Auburn shot themselves in the foot, but also Tennessee shooting at the high clip. You can't really argue with that either. Taking a look at stats, though, 10 for 15 on the night. Brendan Gaucher, 20 points for him. And Malik Woodbury with 18 of his own, with 9 assists to go along with it. He had a tremendous game. 2 turnovers, yes, but the 9-2 ratio is pretty. Wolfgang Fuchs, 9 points in his 20 minutes and nothing else. Malcolm Brown, we saw him knock down that 3, 9 points for him. Had a couple and ones, or had 1 and 1 opportunity, unable to complete it with the free throw. But 9 points for him, 1 rebound, 1 assist. 4 for 8 on the night for him. Get Swifty, 7 points. Saw him knock down that 1-3 as well with a block to go along With that, 6 points for Vic Santiago, 3 boards and a steal for him. Perfect from the field on the night. Jack Curtin, 4 points, 4 boards, and a steal for him. 2 for 3 on the night. Ant Walker, 1 for 4, 3 points, 2 boards, and a steal in his 16 minutes of play. Mears, thank you for the gift sub again. My boy, you're going crazy. Dakota Scott, 2 points, 4 boards, 1 assist, and 1 steal, and 50% from the night. And last but not least, Trey Woodard, 2 points and 7 assists, though. 3 turnovers for him in his 11 minutes. Now for the Volunteers, Lamon Lemongello, 19 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 steals, and a block. A little bit of literally everything. 2 turnovers as well. Shot 7 for 16, but still leading the team in points. 13 points for Mufasa, 5 boards, 3 assists to go along with him. 6 for 6, a perfect night from the field, but he did miss that one at the stripe. 13 points for Cooper, 6 assists to go along with him. 1 point, or 1 steal and 1 block for him as well. A lot of turnovers for this team, but it ended up not biting them in the butt. Jason Vance, 10 points and 5 assists, 2 boards and a steal to go along with that. 2 threes knocked down for him. 2 threes also for Brendan Burmeister, 10 points for him, total 3 assists, a rebound and a steal, 4 for 6 on the night, 3 for 6 on the night for Vincent Bailey. We saw those 2 threes that he knocked down back to back. 8 points, 4 assists for him. 6 points, 8 boards for Isaac, 1 steal and 2 blocks. So defensively, he put in his work for sure. He did his own. Dante Dillon, 6 points and 5 strong boards in his 13 minutes of play, with 3 blocks to go along with it. Jeez. And second to last, Frosty Malone, 6 points, 2 for 2 from the field. Perfect night from him. And Tommy Guns, last but not least, 2 points, 3 boards, and a steal. With a healthy 1 for 1 from the field in his 12 minutes of play. So, I'm Dalton, joined with C-Web. C-Web, you got anything to say before we sign off?
I mean, impressive game from Auburn, despite the second half that kind of got away from them. I do believe that those actually is a high game in points. I think Gaucher may now be the team single game point leader. I'll have to double check that, but so little something for them to walk away with.
Right. I mean, definitely going into conference play too. Auburn, if they play like this, depending on who they draw, I mean, this may be a rematch in the first round. Who knows? But if they play like this in the SEC tournament, it may be a different outcome. They had a tremendous game here, but fix the kinks and get it going for the next time. But we do appreciate everybody joining for the first game tonight. Please make sure you join for the second and third. Second one, like I said, number 3, Iowa taking on Ohio State in that regular season finale for those 2 teams. And then last but definitely not least, one of the biggest rivalries in any sport, North Carolina against Duke. Number 2, undefeated North Carolina takes on 13 Duke at Cameron Indoor. So please have a good night. Take care. And please, we will see you soon.